It's Week 11 of the NFL.
And all eyes are on the Jaguars' rookie running back. He was steady for them on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score.
It's the Jags and the Seahawks, and it's coming up next.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
A good start. One play, 10 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early. Playing through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. They'll set up a throw. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And he's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Walker. Look at the spin. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks! Ken Walker, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 9-play drive. And it was Ken Walker who finished things off with a touchdown catch. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is going to be incomplete. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 18. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. They're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it?
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Flushed it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a 4th. Now Lawrence toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there at the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. These two teams all tied after one. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. To throw again on second down. Lawrence. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now back to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and the Jags are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. And this one is incomplete. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games. Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. So that drive, 4 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays.
Walker hit and the ball is out. And the Jags grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. but an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive back.
Touchdown! Calvin Ridley, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Point after, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Good footwork at the 30. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll drop to throw.
And now he'll fire deep downfield for James.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Agnew now to return. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A good pickup there, 22. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Play action, it's Lawrence. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On first down, they'll go to the ground to town. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And Ingram hauls it in. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd down.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to add on to their first half lead. The point after is good, and a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check. But he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do. You get hungrier. You get greedy in a good way.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Back to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's James. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. It's caught. Lockett. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try for and he loses the football the 2nd time. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 26. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 114 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for the Jags' 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On 2nd and goal. Lawrence to the goal line, but it's incomplete. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Lawrence. And he's got it. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now a play fake here on first down.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Eluding the pressure right.
And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
He's got his tight end fan, and he is going to have a Seahawks first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th.
Back to throw again. Left side here taken in by Metcalf.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
This is the tight end fan. He'll get it inside the 20.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
From back at their own 10-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17.
Lawrence on 3rd down. That's complete to his tight end, Farrell. And he is going to have a Jags first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
177 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive